time of the day. Yeah, show us that t-shirt. Get nasty with that t-shirt, Jennifer. That hat makes your head look good.
Cool hat. Looked far and wide for it. So. And then I found it in Chicago at Zara.
I like how we can't see your eyes when the light is on you. All right. Next question, please.
Thank you, bro.
Hi. I was wondering what the most interesting gift you've ever received from a fan was.
Life.
We got tiger whiskers.
Oh, yeah. Those were a kick ass.
From a girl that works at the zoo.
Yeah, we got tiger whiskers.
Super rare.
Yeah, tiger whiskers is probably it.
The other day at Twisted Rehearsal, we received a poster board with candy bars glued to it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was sent all the way from Boca Raton, Florida.
Yeah.
So those candy bars, Boca! Those candy bars have been through a lot. They've seen some things.
After the Starship screening in New York, somebody gave me an oil painting of me, Lauren, Julia, and Corey Doris. I showed this to you. I sent you a picture of it. An oil painting of us at the Starship screening. That was quite impressive.
Of 4 best friends.
We got a cool piece of art on tour that was like this melt, or no, it was the last convention we were at, where these crayons had been like melted onto the canvas. It was really cool.
I got actually one of my favorite fan arts that I ever saw was it was like umbrage drawings, except it's like very like sexual. It's really well drawn, but it's like
you were making
very
eggs.
manly umbrage, but like in like panties, being like really disturbing, but very funny. Really good.
Someone made me a Superman symbol that had Super Friends written on it, and it was stained glass that they had made and put together, and they welded it together like these black pieces. It was amazing. All right, cool. Thanks. Yeah, we did have some good answers to that. You're right.
Hi, I was wondering, out of like all the past LeakyCons, what your favorite LeakyCon experience was?
This one has been really fun for me because I got a bad case of the giggles pretty much right off the bat because I've been losing my mind. Not really getting a ton of sleep and working on stuff so much, and then I came here and just went, we got this idea in our head of,
I love when Meredith gets together.
Getting, like, strapped into harnesses and floating above you guys. Like, instinct, yeah, notice that?
Yeah. Meredith wanted the show to look like this.
You lose control.
Pulled across the stage.
One person drops down and just starts kicking all the audience.
There's a joke that some one person gets caught in the corner, but you're not.
You're not. You're tippy toes, and you're like trying so hard to do it, but you can't. Trying to get the tippy toe walk.
So that.
Yeah,
that's the best LeakyCon thing that ever happened. What was the question?
I've been having so much fun giggling. It's the best one out of the 2 I've been to.
I mean, doing the Harry Potter show last year was like a pretty good LeakyCon moment. I thought it was like exhausting.
It's crazy to see all of that together finally in one place.
Okay, hi, my name is Leah, and I want to apologize right off the bat. I probably have like a really raspy voice from screaming at you guys' concert yesterday.
We all do.
My question is, what's your favorite blooper, like on or off stage?
Ever?
Ever.
That we did or someone else did?
Oh, in Batman, when we were doing, in Holy Musical Batman, when we were singing Roasts Are We, I think it was the first night Jeff Flynn, who played Sweet Tooth, had a cane, and he was doing his, like, dance or whatever, and he let go of the cane and it went flying and hit the girl in her face. On screen. It was you? Yeah!
This is a funny right? This is a blooper that we've been laughing about a lot this weekend. In AVPSY, the first song, This Is the End. Before the last, This Is the End, Meredith told Joey that everyone was gonna snort right before, like, this is the end. And we're just being woken up, like you're. And she told him that, and he was the only one that did it. And you can hear it if you listen closely, unless they edited it out. I don't know, but he definitely does it. And Meredith just starts cracking up right immediately after. I remember one blooper, this is kind of a throwback, but I just remembered it. During a Harry Potter sequel, Walker has this scene where he kicks Bonnie in the face. He kicked her like this. Yeah, I kicked Hermione in the face for no reason. And then it stayed there. And he did like the rest of the scene, and then right at a big dramatic moment, the shoe just went. Yeah, that was
I loved in Me and My Dick when Richard Campbell one night just missed 3/4 of his entire role in the show because he was playing World of Warcraft in the back hallway, and he kept running in. The first time it happened, he ran in like this and went, shoot! And I was like, what happened? He's like, I couldn't hear my cue. And I said, then stay inside of the theater. And then he missed it 2 more times. And he was only in the show for 4 lines.
In all fairness, he was on a raid and he was the only healer.
Yeah. That's true.
So he really needed to be there for, his real friends. So.
All of his lines were insults.
Yeah.
All of his lines were walking in and insulting me.
So there was one night in Me and My Dick when Joey literally just kept turning to the door and then would keep going with the show. Nothing happened.
Yeah. It was the best fake Joey Richter's ever felt. He wasn't being insulted.
Yeah, it must come to fake Joey. All right.
Hi.
Cool.
I was wondering if you could tell us your first impression of the person to your left.
Brian, do you want to start?
I'll start.
Can we do it in like 1 word or something?
Yeah, vapid.
Brian, you do innocent. Giggles.
Talented.
Boo.
Beautiful.
Boo.
I thought she was going to be a bitch, but she's not.
I would say with Julia, my first impression was sassy.
I thought you were so intense, Moses, because you had a cast because you had kicked the wall so hard. And I was like, holy shit, this guy's intense. Yeah.
with my first impression. Guys, we've known each other for so long. I think it was happy.
How about, what's your most recent impression of Joe?
Happy.
Hot Latina goddess. Really talented. I met Clark through my, I think I met you 3 times, through my roommate.
Oh, yeah.
Through what my roommate did the second half of college, and Clark was music directing Willy Wonka, the premiere production of this new Willy Wonka musical. And I think I met you before that, but yeah, I'd seen you play and stuff in Ann Arbor, so I was really talented. Nice guy.
When I met Dylan, he had a big fro, so I thought he was gonna be really groovy.
Muscular. With no personality whatsoever.
Yelling. Okay, next question, please.
I'm really excited for Metal Gear Solid 5. Or is that the question? Yeah. Anybody else?
Metamucil 5?
Yeah, Metamucil 5. 1 through 4 are really regular. Single player only.
The Crash Bandicoot series was my favorite. I was always into my Game Boy camera in 6th grade. That's like the weirdest.
I'll never get tired of Kingdom Hearts.
I was a generation behind, so I grew up with an Atari. We were 4.
I don't know.
I really liked Pokemon Snap. You just took pictures of Pokemon.
Oh, rock bands. Beatles rock. Ain't no party like a Mario party.
I love that game, Journey, where you just walk around.
Cool.
Groovy, man.
Next question.
My arms are starting to go numb.
You all have to marry 2 other StarKids. Who and why?
What kind of...
We all have to decide on 2.
Jamie and Lauren and I are really into this idea of like sister wives. So I think Jamie and Lauren, I would marry Jamie and Lauren. I guess there has to be a guy thrown in there somewhere, but we'll figure that out later.
I'd probably marry Dylan and Walker, so that I could have like the nice, sweet, innocent cuddling night right after Walker. You know.
People who don't scream at you at any given point with anything.
Nightmare.
You're talking about brides screaming at us during Twisted Tech rehearsals tomorrow?
Yeah, I will be yelling at you. It's the constant adoration. It's just, it's tough. In this situation, in our everyday lives, people who don't know you, like you said, were perfect physical specimens. So they just look at you and they kind of like wonder if they're dreaming for a second, and then they sort of like try. You can see them, like we've seen it so many times. I think anyone can attest to this. That you see them going through the steps of, okay, I need to carry on, but what is happening in front of me? And eventually, you just sort of be like, you acknowledge that you know what's happening with them. A little tears come out, and then you're on your way. So that's pretty much an everyday. Well, nobody's gonna top that.
how it was made.
Where's
I don't know,
Corey?
I didn't make it.
Yeah, where's Corey? I wanted to ask Corey.
It's actually all fabric muslin. So it's actually just an enormous piece of fabric painted.
I would have said yes to
You also have to ask a question now.
Tyler, what are your thoughts on Paula Deen?
As the title of her autobiography says, it ain't all about the cooking, and it doesn't. I'm thinking of a politically correct answer. Her food is still really delicious.
It is.
She better get her act together.
She better get her act together.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter, hashtag, what?
Alright, if you guys all went to Hogwarts, what would your house be?
Ravenclaw.
You guys remember when we did the Ravenclaw thing again?
Yeah, what did you
That
think
might
of
be
that?
one of those.
Did you like that or
I
not?
feel like my prediction was that about 3/4 of everybody would be pissed off.
Yeah, I was
Yeah. Number-wise, that makes sense. All right, next question, please.
We're all StarKid is Ravenclaw. I don't think that's true.
I was wondering what your favorite character that you've ever played was.
In a StarKid show or in general?
In anything.
Okay.
Anything that we've ever done?
Favorite StarKid old snatch. Favorite character I ever played was actually played with my Anthony Rapp's brother, Adam Rapp, called Red Light Winter. I played a character named Matt. It's a little bit too adult for you guys to read now, but if you do get the chance and you love theater,
There are boobies in it. There are boobs in it.
yeah, there are boobs in it, and there's a lot of other stuff too. It's unbelievable fun.
Nick was so good in that play. Do you guys remember that? I will remember that forever, Nick. You were awesome.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Thank you.
I really like playing up. I mean, I change my answer every day, but today it's up. The lap scene was just probably it's like the most fun monologue I've ever done.
I had a really fun time playing Specs too, even though it's completely unrecognizable.
And I kissed Julia during that show.
God, we did that. Oh, they cut it out, so actually they don't know.
So you guys didn't know that.
I played a homeless person in a play called Marisol, and I had a ball. Had a good time.
Didn't you actually fall asleep during one of your shows?
Yep. Julian fell asleep during the show, smacked his face on the ground, and had to let him out for all of until the show. Yeah, and luckily, it was a post-apocalyptic world that the show was set in, so there was newspaper everywhere, so I just grabbed the closest newspaper and shoved it up my nose. That was it. Lauren Lopez and I got really weird together in that play.
Oh, we got real weird,
Yeah, it was really weird. I gave birth on stage in that play. That's weird. It's a woman. It's a woman. Yeah, what a time.
Go to college, everybody.
Can you compare the person on your right to a Disney character?
Sure, shall I start? Belle's mom.
That's like the funniest thing.
The candle, Lumiere.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna say Scott.
you're one of the dog snatchers from 101 Dalmatians.
Mufasa.
Any and all princes.
I don't know. Maybe
forget it.
Chameleon in Tangled.
Speaking of Tangled, I would say Teenage Simba.
I would say the other dog snatcher from 101.
Yeah.
Wendy from Peter Pan.
Jamie, you are every classic Disney princess. We thought you was Snow White already, but I would love to see you as Belle, I think.
Based on yesterday's performance, I'd have to say all of the muses from Frozen.
I'd say a little bit Flounder, but like also pretty much any prince, but probably Prince Eric. I don't know, you just seem like a mermaid kind of guy.
I would say the little bunny child from Red Robin. Yum. Robin Hood. Maybe Meg.
What?
Meg from Hercules.
That's what I was thinking for.
Wait, what's Rosenthal? What's Rosenthal? Is Ratatouille a Disney movie?
Yeah.
If you were a supervillain, what would your power be?
My power would be the same powers that the Phoenix from X-Men has. Because she can do anything. Literally anything. She can do anything.
I'm already on my way, but it's probably having the worst smelling farts ever. I'm already on my way.
Oh yeah, I should answer that too. I would be like the meanest insults that like actually just kill you. Sorry. Okay. We were at a convention and a fan asked if we had to kill one of our characters, who would it be and how would you do it?
God.
It's the weirdest condition. It's because I said I would put Umbridge into a wood chipper.
Wood chipper contest.
If I was a villain, I would want the power to kill someone's entire family. Next question, please.
I was wondering if you have any plans to make a Doctor Who musical.
Nope. Alright. Thank you.
At least that settles it though, right?
Hello.
No, because she's going to be back.
If you were making a musical or show that only had animals, what animal would you like to make? Penguin.
I think I need to be like a mousey. Kind of crawling creature.
I'd be a bird.
Or maybe a hippo.
I actually working on a musical that was like that, and it was tigers.
I want to be a dik-dik. It's a tiny animal.
What?
Wanders the wild path.
I would love to play dolphin, but that might get tricky.
I was gonna say maybe just like a salmon.
Fish. The back of a horse.
like what this was, and neither did I. And now we're here with you, and this is incredible.
From then till now, the most drastic change is that we do things at the convention. And yeah, that first year was really, I mean, we went to Alcatraz. We didn't actually do anything there. We like did something in the lobby. You know, we like had a little sing along in the lobby. And it was way more. We were able to like hang out a lot more with people and stuff, and we met a lot of cool friends there. And every year it's gotten like more and more intense. I guess this year was obviously way less intense than last year. Nothing will compare to trying to do an overly long play with 2 days of rehearsal. You know, like maybe 30 hours of rehearsal at most. Nothing will compare to that. But every year we've been like, man, we're doing so much stuff at the convention this year. We did Infinitus and premiered a Harry Potter sequel, and we were like, and we just showed the video for it, and we were like, oh man, this is stressful. But we just brought a video and put it up there, and then it's like the year after that we performed in a way we sort of did like this, and then we did a whole play, which we were like, no, that's stupid, that's impossible, we'll never be able to do that. But thanks to Melissa and Ellie, she kept hounding us about it. And then we started to think, you know, actually now that Darren's on Glee, that would be the only chance to ever do a third play. And that's why we left it. Like, despite so many reasons to not do it, like, it wasn't in a theater, and there were a huge amount of just straight up technical difficulties that came with it. So it was tough, but it was fun, and it was really, really satisfying to be able to do that last show, despite all of the difficulties that we had.
Thank you.
Hi, I graduated from college with honors in theater, and I was wondering, what would you guys give for advice to all aspiring actors in the audience?
Don't stop. Do not give up. Even when it seems like it's getting really bad. Keep going. I mean, it's the hardest profession you could ever choose. It's just when you start, there's no money in it, and people, pardon my French, shit on you a lot, and it feels like you're like, what did I do for the past 4 years of my life? I work in a bakery. No, I'm trying to give them real talk. But do not give up, because we give so much to the world. We make people good about themselves, and we make people, we give people a different reality to be a part of, and that's something special that somebody at Microsoft can't do, So keep trucking.
I would also say in college it tends to get a little cushy. Like, you have lots of room to practice and make mistakes. So just keep practicing, because when you're out, there's not that pressure to be working as hard necessarily on your actual craft. So you have to practice. You have to stay on your game and really be working as hard as you possibly can to push yourself and test your limits, and also just be very gracious, because this world tends to be very small. You start meeting people who know other people, and you know what I mean. So everyone, just be gracious and be nice to people.
And to kind of dovetail on that as well, in college, I think there's a tendency to do things fearlessly and do projects that you normally might be afraid to do in the real world, just because, like you said, college is very cushy and you kind of have a safety net. And I think one of the struggles that I've just been trying to maintain is just doing for the sake of doing, and doing projects because it feels like something that you would like to do or that you'd like to explore, not necessarily because the result has to be something that is quote-unquote successful or amazing. It's just, as an artist, you should keep that creativity constantly ignited, and just don't be afraid of failure, because some of the most gratifying projects come through just complete abandonment and diving in headfirst and not knowing what the outcome will be.
And one last thing. I actually got this piece of advice while I was in college from Thomas Lennon, the guy who does like Reno 911 and all that stuff. And I asked him what was the most valuable thing he got out of college, and he literally just went and pointed to the people next to him. So work with the people you love, and I would say that's true for me too. What's the most valuable thing I got out of college? These guys right here.
I've learned the lines. There'll be no scripts on the night.
Hey, I was wondering if you could use one spell in your entire life, what would it be?
Poop your pants charm.
It's a charm that makes another person or yourself poop your pants. Yeah, for some reason that's for yourself. It can be.
No, I would just want a magical owl. That's all.
The ability to make a Taco Bell appear when I need it.
I'd like to be able to make a punt anywhere.
Make life more fun.
We love Tyler's puns, though.
Scenes that like you guys have performed like on stage but have been cut from like the YouTube shows. So I was wondering what scenes have been cut that you wish had made it into the show, like on YouTube.
There was a scene that was in the original Harry Potter musical. Got cut because of just we had to make it a little more clean. And it's funny, I've never laughed harder on stage. And it's all because of Dylan, where he's describing what a Horcrux is. And he's describing what a Horcrux is. Well, some of you might have seen this, and he said it could be anything. And he said, I forget what the first thing he said, but the second thing he said was a butthole. Honestly, a dolphin. You said dolphin. Whatever it was, but a butthole was just, it really took the cake for me.
Yeah, it's fun to make Joey laugh.
Yeah, you actually say, hey, where's the pizza? Did it fall through the hole?
One, that's not a good answer. There was a joke in Starship that it got cut when we were still rehearsing, but I think it might be one of my favorite jokes where it was the scene at the beginning when Junior was explaining the whole and it was really well written. And but the joke was that he walks on and he goes, all right team, I'm super excited to get down to the planet, we got a lot of work to do. And everyone, he keeps on making references and everyone's just staring at him like blankly. He goes, doesn't anybody read my emails? And everyone goes, and then he goes, and then he has a parrot on his shoulder. He goes, well then this isn't gonna make any sense. There's no explanation. And I thought that was one of my favorite jokes.
Also, old entrance when he first came out used to be, I thought it was so funny when he came out and it made it seem like Up was really intimidating. And wait, now I'm getting confused if this was in the show or not.
That's what it is.
And everybody was like lined up and he was sitting there and he's like yelling at them and stuff. And then he goes, wait a second. He goes, my Tamagotchi!
There was also, for a time, there was an alternate storyline for AVPS floating around that, I wish we'd done. It's so funny. It was the Marauders, but like Animal House style, so they're like all it's kind of like Monsters University out right now, but with like Sirius and James and like everyone like pranking each other and having fun. That would have been really funny.
That there was during Starship
whenever a puppeteer would leave their puppet for the last time on stage, like if a puppet died and they left, the way it would happen was the puppet would die, and then the puppeteer would just take their hand out of the puppet, walk off stage, and then you'd hear them get into their car and drive off.
When Bucket died, it was like Lauren would put it down and then walk right off stage and you hear.
And I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard.
That's it. Thank you.